The concept of being is the most important concept for paving the way to financial success. This means increasing financial literacy and awareness, setting goals, changing your mindset, and taking action. The being stage forms the foundation of financial success and signifies a continuous process of development. The system here is designed to help you reinforce your thoughts. That is, being, so that you can take action to achieve financial freedom, which means acquiring and doing. For this reason, I find the concept of being, which is an important stage in achieving financial success, even more important than financial literacy, which is the foundation of finance. This is vital for increasing your financial awareness, setting your financial goals, and achieving them. Now let's take a closer look at this concept. What is being? Being is a thought and action process that forms the foundation of financial success. This stage is not just a result, but also a fundamental part of the steps you need to take to increase your financial literacy, develop your mindset, and achieve your goals. When it comes to success and wealth, goals are certainly important, but they are not the cornerstone. To be a cornerstone, I believe giving an example like this will be more helpful in the explanation. Imagine a woman watching a series and seeing a very fit body that resembles her own. She decides in her mind that she wants to be like that. The next day, she starts the diet with great excitement. She immediately enters the gym. She says to herself, "From now on, I will have a fit body like this woman." So what does she do? She takes action. To achieve a fit body, one starts a diet, goes to the gym. In other words, takes action. They are doing 2 out of the 3 fundamental pillars. Now, let's continue on the path. Now, we women know very well the statistics of gaining and losing weight while on a diet. But generally speaking, it's quite a complex and variable matter. These statistics are influenced by many factors and show significant differences from person to person. So, even if the diet is the same, the results can be completely different. Let me share some general information. Understand me more clearly. First of all, what is happening? Now, they have started a diet and are following it aggressively. Many people who lose weight by following a diet can initially achieve real short-term successes. During this period, you might find yourself saying, "Wow, how much weight you have lost." This weight loss can be visibly noticeable. However, it is very important whether the weight loss during this period is sustainable. Observe those friends. Because there is a second stage to this process, the cycle of losing and regaining weight. We call this the yo-yo diet. Many people struggle significantly to maintain their weight loss after losing weight while on a diet. According to statistics, it is evident that most people who lose weight often regain some or all of the weight they lost. So what is our deficiency here? In fact, our deficiency is sustainability and lifestyle changes. Successfully losing weight and maintaining that weight loss often requires making lifestyle changes. This can include adopting healthier eating habits, engaging in regular physical activity, and managing stress. At the same time, understanding oneself in terms of eating habits is the most important point here. At what point do we eat? Do we prioritize high-calorie foods while eating? What are our eating habits, our spending habits, and what do we prefer when we go to the market? What do these habits do in relation to our being? So what does this make us? It affects the sustainability of the diet we follow in the long term. Of course, the human factor plays a role. As I mentioned, failures in weight loss and maintenance can be influenced by a variety of factors such as a person's motivation, support systems from their environment, genetic factors, and various health conditions. Additionally, rapid weight loss and excessively restrictive diets significantly reduce the chances of long-term success. As a result, most people who want to achieve a perfect body, like this woman, first go on a diet and then go to the gym. On the other hand, millions of people search for the perfect regimen to lose weight each year. So, we all, or rather most of us, focus on what we need to do rather than who we need to be. Unfortunately, if our thoughts do not change, following a diet is not effective. The first step, therefore, is not to set financial goals. It is not about being a woman. Of course, we can write this down in our notebook. It can sit on the side, but it cannot be our main goal. This involves defining your short-term and long-term goals. First and foremost, our task is to establish our short-term goals. As long-term goals, you can ask yourself the following questions. Just like losing weight, do I want to buy a house? Am I aiming to retire early? It wouldn't be bad to create a fund for my children's education. These goals are important milestones in the process of being. However, they are not the foundational stones. The questions you should ask in the initial stage are not these. Rather, they are fundamental questions that come before. The most important question is, who am I? What do I love? What do I not love? What kind of person do I want to be? How is the me in my mind? When I turn inward, how do I want to see myself from within? How should my life go on? What should be included in my life? What should be removed from my life? Do I want to gain control over my behaviors and emotions? How should these be? What should I feel? How should I maintain this balance? What do I hear less about in this life? What makes me happy? And what excites me and makes me feel more passionate? What is essential for me in this life? If I took a piece of paper and made a drawing on it, how would I draw my life? What would I add to it? What would I erase? So what are the feelings I experience to achieve these? What am I afraid of? Are the fears I experience fundamentally realistic? What do these fears prevent me from doing or not doing? What is my environment like? How are my relationships? Am I sacrificing myself to ensure my relationships are good? Am I living my own life? Or am I living the life of someone who has the answers to the questions I listed above? Or am I living a life that belongs to someone else? We will thoroughly examine the being stage together, step by step. The topics we will work on are very important. The foundation of these is a change in thinking, because the path to financial success begins with reviewing your thought process. Negative financial beliefs and fears, their identification, will require you to review your mindset on the path to financial success. Identifying negative financial beliefs and fears and transforming these thoughts into positive and constructive ones is an important part of the being process. You must strengthen your belief in your financial goals. Therefore, you should lay all your thoughts on the operating table and examine them thoroughly. The second stage of the being process is to take action. It is to take concrete steps to achieve financial goals. In other words, to do. In the next section of our training, you will understand just how important financial literacy is and be surprised at how easy it can be. We will create action plans together. And when you implement these plans, the results you encounter will further motivate you to commit yourself to this endeavor. For example, you will start saving. As you save, you will see your debts decrease. As your control over your debts increases, you will start researching how to grow my money further. You will take steps such as investing. And these are actually parts of your being process. Let us not forget, the process of being for financial success is not an end, but a beginning. The third part of our training will generally focus on understanding the entire financial system and positioning ourselves and our future selves to benefit from it. The third stage is your stage of continuous development. This stage will be one where you continuously support your financial awareness and skills. You will also learn by positioning yourself in the world why money exists in the world and why it flows more to some people. In the acquisition stage, which is our fourth stage, my goal is to transform you from an individual with a consumer mindset, nourished by negative beliefs about money, and crushed under the influence of money and the capital class, into someone who has control over their own money, sustains their own life, has a say in their own life, and can anticipate their own future. And the final part of our training will be entirely focused on inner peace, security, and tranquility. You will love the next version of yourself, free from conflicts in your mind. I want you to feel that you are walking forward with determination towards this version of yourself. By the end of this module, you will have a roadmap for your life as well. You will no longer be trapped by vicious cycles. You will have a plan for every challenge and every problem. You will become someone who can make automatic plans, adapt your life, and even see everything as money, automatically while shopping, when you go somewhere. And this money will become more than just a source of discomfort. It will turn into a significant path and hope for your future. Moreover, When you finally achieve financial success, it will not just mean having more money. At the same time, you will gain inner peace and financial security. When you achieve your financial goals, you will feel stronger and freer.